Welcome back. It's time to tickle the funny bone. The Red Skelton Museum in Vincennes hosting a comedy convention.
Yeah, Ann Pratt is with us here, and she's with the Red Skelton Museum, joining us live now in the studio about the event and Red's legacy. Before we talk about the event, talk to us a little bit about Red and his legacy.
Well, I think this is just such a great time, to come and just celebrate that clean comedy. Red's from a different era, but I feel like it's kind of coming back. People are really starting to appreciate comedy that you can bring your whole family to, and that's really what we're celebrating is his legacy this weekend.
Now, Miss Skelton is in town, his wife.
She is his widow. She was the third Mrs. Skelton. She was a bit younger than Red. She's 87. She'll be 88 this year, and she is just a fireball. She was a little bit under the weather this morning, but I expect her to be back in full gear later this afternoon and, of course, this weekend. So if you're in Vincennes, you'll definitely get an opportunity to say hi and get your picture with her as she is wandering around the museum all weekend.
Yeah, super exciting. So tell us a little bit about the event, what people can expect.
Well, we kind of start on Friday, and our kickoff event is really the Brian Hoffman Red Skelton tribute show, Remembering Red, and he is just an amazing tribute artist for Red Skelton. He has his own theater in Pigeon Forge, and Mrs. Skelton really thinks he does an amazing job. She considers him sort of like the premier Red Skelton impersonator. So,
wow.
Yeah.
And Red, Red's wife, Mrs. Skelton, she has done a lot of work to really to donate and to get things so that his legacy stays alive.
She really has, and for her, and I've heard her in many interviews, and she always speaks about how important it is for her to inspire the children. And Red came from nothing, and he kind of picked himself up and was motivated to leave Vincennes and make his way in the world and be so successful. And she hopes that our museum and our art gallery really does that for other children in the future. And this weekend is a great time to introduce your kids to Red Skelton and be inspired by his legacy.
And how do you feel like this event, the showcase, actually then helps that legacy stay alive?
I just think it's recognition. It's coming in because I have people grandparents who've brought in their grandchildren, and then they're like, oh my gosh, they became, obsessed with Red, and now we have the videos and we watch them on YouTube. And, I think it's just, sometimes it's just the introduction that gets people going and gets them inspired to appreciate something else.
Comedy these days, in most realms, is not exactly what you would call family friendly. So, I think this event really is something that the whole family can enjoy, and I think that's probably an important aspect to you guys.
It is, because, you can bring the whole family Friday night to the Brian Hoffman show. Saturday night, Bob Nelson, an incredible comedian, also completely family-friendly, will be performing Saturday night. We've got the Desi and Lucy tribute, 3 in the afternoon on Saturday, and some other talks. Every single event this weekend would be something for the whole family. So you can get your festival buttons for just $7. That's museum admission for the whole weekend. It also gets you into some of the events on Saturday afternoon, the Film Fest on Sunday afternoon. So it's just really a full weekend of things to do. And we have a lot of people in from out of town. A couple of events are sold out, but we do have tickets available for some of the events. If you check out our website, you can see what's what.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. So much information that you just gave us there, and so many different, events and such that people can attend. So for more information, the website is redskeltonmuseum.org.
Yep.
Okay. Super cool.
And the theme is Clem goes to Hooterville. Tell us a little about that aspect.
Clem is sort of Red's country bumpkin type character. And, of course, Hooterville, we have Petticoat Junction, we have Green Acres, all the rural comedies. And so we're really celebrating rural comedy with this fest this year. And so that's why we have a talk about Alvy Moore, another Vincennes native who was on Green Acres, Hank Kimball, county agent. And then we have David Reddick talking about Frank Inn, the animal trainer for Arnold the Pig. So really celebrating, of course, Lucy and Desi, that rural comedy this weekend. And that's the Clem Goes to Hooterville.
And what does it mean, you think, to Vincennes to have this?
I really think, the town loves it, and we have the parade, too, and Vincennes loves a parade. Yeah. We are all about the parade in Vincennes. And so it's our 20th annual Red Skelton Parade, and that's on Saturday. And I think the town really comes out to support and really likes to celebrate sort of their famous son in Red Skelton.
Yeah. And those family-friendly events, they can be very fun. These comedians are hilarious. I've seen clips of them online. line, and they don't have to get vulgar in order to just be hands down hilarious.
That is exactly right. And we really hope to see a lot of you out there and bring the kids.
Awesome.
All right. Well, the comedy convention at the Red Skelton Museum, it's happening this weekend in Vincennes. For all the details, as we said, you can log on to redskeltonmuseum.org. And thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Yes.
We appreciate it. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Now let's head over to Julie with a check of that forecast.
Now I cannot get Green Acres out of my head. I'm singing, Green Acres is the place to be. Farm living is the life for me.